My name is Joanna. We are Team 3. We are representing the American Guitar Company management team. Today we'll give you a presentation in regards to our evaluations on the current cost accounting system and the implementation of the standard costing system of American Guitar Company. First, Jonathan will introduce American Guitar Company's background and what the company does. And Ying will give you an analysis of the company's January performance. Jeffrey will be emphasizing on the reasons for the unfavorable variances between the budgeted and actual production. And Casey will conclude our presentation with our opinion regarding to the cost system used in American Guitar Company. Now I will hand it over to Jonathan for some background of the company. Thanks.
Good afternoon. So I'm going to tell you a little more about American Guitar Inc. They manufacture two different types of guitar. They use a job order costing system and employee absorption costing. American Guitar Inc. has two support departments, the research and design department and the maintenance department, and two manufacturing departments, the construction department and the finishing department. AGI uses the dual rate direct cost allocation method to allocate in-house design costs to jobs and maintenance costs to system or to manufacturing departments. In the construction department, wooden guitars are built by highly skilled craftsmen and coated with several layers of lacquer. Then the units are transferred to the finishing department where the bridge of the guitar is attached and the strings are installed. The guitars are also tuned and inspected in the finishing department. American Guitar estimates to have an annual practical capacity of 6,000 guitars, 1,500 units of professional, and 4,500 units of beginner model. The budgeted sales for 2014 are 1,300 units of professional model and 4,300 of beginner model. Ying is here to give us a little more about the analysis of January's performance.
American Guitar Company ended up with a net loss at end of January. This is reflective of the variances between the actual and standard costs in the direct labor and direct material used by American Guitar Company. Because what management budget and allowed for its production was less than what they actually used, it indicates that it would not be was for American Guitar Company to price their guitar based on the industry standard price, but rather to keep their operation costing with normal costs for pricing. If they were to do this, it would not be worse because, as we can see from January's performance, there was a large amount of unfavorable variances in direct labor and direct material. Next, Jeffrey will talk about the reason of unfavorable variances.
Thank you, Ying. The fact that budgeted and allowed for in production of materials and labor were less than originally planned for could be the result of a variety and numerous situations. These situations could be a result of materials not being of good quality or the labor force performing at a lower level on this learning curve, or a combination of the two. This means that the skills of our employees are not yet as fine-tuned or developed as they eventually will be after more and more guitars are produced. These reasons are indicative of the high amounts of unfavorable variances that we witnessed in American Guitar Company, but it could also be contributed to a possible economic failure or other external factors as well. With that as a possibility, the sales of the guitars would ultimately fall no matter the skill level of our labor or the quality of our materials. And lastly, we'll have Casey with our recommendations and conclusions.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you, Jeff, for giving us that outstanding explanation on some of the possible causes of the budget variances. But as Group 3, we recommend that management should further investigate the reasons for the unfavorable variances. This will help management decide kind of what were the main reasons and not speculations that played into causing those variances. I mean, it could have been, the inferior quality of materials, or it could be an unskilled labor force. But we recommend that management actually go in and do a full investigation. After they do that investigation, they'll be more apt to make the correct decision. And when they make those corrected decisions, after those variances have been thoroughly investigated and defined, they will be able to improve company controls around the internal and external factors that may be contributing to these unfavorable variances. So with Group 3, what we're kind of hoping that management will take our heed and actually do is go in and give a full investigation of those variances, find out the causes. Once they're able to define those, then they can make a corrective decision to hopefully improve those, to eliminate those unfavorable variances. So based on these facts, Group 3 recommends that American Guitar Company stay with its normal costing in regards to pricing. The costing system that they use right now is normal cost when it comes to pricing. We suggest that they stay with that until they can actually figure out the real reason behind those unfavorable variances. And once they're able to figure that out, then we would suggest that maybe American Guitar Company can go to a more aggressive approach as far as their accounting procedures, and hopefully be able to capitalize on the market. So once they actually figure out the main reasons that contributed to these unfavorable variances in direct labor and direct material, we're hoping that American Guitar Company will be able to eliminate these and ultimately have a better economic outlook in the future. Thank you everybody for coming, and this is our presentation.